What is up, everybody? It's me, about to Zero, and today with me is...
Dre, hi, man.
And today we got a couple of interesting articles for you. The first one is actually by Richard Lewis. I know. On Breitbart, it's about anti-bullying and a CSGO player. We got actually two articles for the new Riot Games rule book.
Yeah, they're making new guidelines for the rules and stuff.
Waylon Rozelle wrote it for Riot Games, and then also Josh Raven wrote about it on the Daily Dot, and then our juicy little tidbit for the day is written by Steven Ostarkstuch. That guy.
Yeah, that guy. Anyway, our juicy little tidbit today is about Forgiven. Since we have this theme of LCS players going in and out and just changing their positions and careers, Forgiven is leaving H2K this time for to join the Greek military. It seems like he has an obligation to join, otherwise I don't think he would leave a successful career. But today, Friday, when we're recording this, is his last day of the LCS for this year for sure. And honestly, we're not sure if he'll ever come back.
Yeah.
He's had a really great career thus far, though, and I sure hope he does, because he's exciting to watch play, and rip John's fantasy score. It's his favorite player, too. Except for maybe Double Lift.
Alright, so the first article we're going to talk about today is actually written by Richard Lewis in the anti-bullying thing. So what actually happened is one of the players from the Cloud9's Counter-Strike team, Freakazoid, found himself in a sticky situation this week. While he was streaming, he joined a voice program with a player called Simple, and he confronted him. While it was a pretty, ridiculous and dumb argument, it was an argument, nevertheless, that was viewed by, thousands of people on Twitch. I believe at one point somebody actually said, "Get a tan."
Wow, that's a deep insult, man.
Or, "Do you even have friends?" Shit like that was said in between the players, which is just,
it's playground bullshit.
yeah, it's just, shit talking in, the middle of a game. Who cares, right? Well, a mob started on Reddit, and, they started putting pressure on, the Cloud9 sponsors, being what is this? Look at how your players are acting. We're gonna boycott your product, kick them off the team, blah, blah, blah.
Reddit!
No, not just Reddit. I'm saying, the bullshit of, the people.
Why are you so sensitive, Reddit?
Anyways, it doesn't stop there. He's forced to go to an anti-bullying seminar by his employer. He is forced to go to an anti-bullying seminar by his employer for saying, "Do you even have friends?" and get a tan. Now, it does not stop there either, because this is where the shit gets real, it gets real. These people made a Twitter account called Rip Freaks Family, and they made a tweet at Freakazoid saying, "You may want to move your parents in a hotel for the night, because I'm going to kill them." And it's not just an empty threat, because they were posting pictures of their house, the address, stuff like that, which means it's not an empty threat. You have to do something about it, or, something may actually happen.
Yet they're gonna put him in a seminar for cyberbullying while Reddit exists like this.
And now, it's weird, because doesn't Reddit have a rule against, witch hunting and, doxing and all this other shit, but they allow this to happen? I know there's this subreddit called Reddit/r/cancer that, talks about all the bullshit that, happens with the moderators, but, somebody being, what's the right word for it? Castricized, I think? For,
Ostracized. It's okay. No, let's go with castricized.
I was saying, for their actions of just shit talking another player in the league.
Let's say crucified.
Crucified? No, I was thinking of, I was making a reference. Okay. Anyways, I think that shit's ridiculous. The Fifis and come on, man.
Fifis?
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, calm down. Your Fifis are getting hurt. Oh well. I don't care if Simple is your favorite player. you don't jeopardize somebody's career for somebody like shit talking somebody else in a voice program.
I mean, on Dexterity Gaming, we should talk on a minutely basis. So.
Like it's so childish and ridiculous that like this shit still happens.
I just think Reddit has too much power still, and it's just how do we remove the power from the Reddit mobs? Not even the
Reddit mobs or the mods.
Either, because it's always one or the other. It's never.
Well, they do say in esports you're at the justice, or you're at the view of the public.
Mercy?
Yeah, the mercy of the public. So I mean,
that's everything though. Once you're on the front page of something.
Yeah, but like, I feel like at that point you do need to keep public opinion in interest, but like,
when the
it's so ridiculous. Like, you can't. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, I mean, that's my opinion with a lot of things, though. Your Fifis may get hurt. Oh well.
Yeah. Just a sad story. So, my article today is the one about Riot's transparency regarding the rule policy and punishments for breaking said rules. So, on their page, or on their site, LOL Esports, LOLesports.net, or .com, NA, fuck, never mind. Riot has finally released a firm explanation of the punishments that they're applying for the rules broken by pro players, owners, anybody associated with the NA and EU LCS. And this is really good, because there have been a lot of discrepancies where, or not discrepancies, but situations where a player has done something, been punished, but then someone else has done it and been punished way harder.
Forgiven. Sorry, continue.
I mean, that's kind of topical though. Forgiven. That's a very fair example. But and it's just, I think this is good because it allows the community to see that Riot is following a rule book. I mean, they wrote the rule book, and I'm sure they can change it if they wanted to make an exception, but they do have something in place that we can see working, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's a step in the right direction, but I mean, like I know this is like our general trend on the show, but the fact that it took 6 years to have this transparency and seeing that X amount of people got fucked over because they just wanted to make an example is, in my opinion, ridiculous, but it's not the public opinion, so.
Yeah, I mean, there's examples beyond just Forgiven being suspended for a year for being toxic, or Xiao being outcasted.
Okay.
Why is he still playing? Okay. He elo boosted once. He's a great player, and he's not here anymore.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna get like super hardcore in depth into this, but like there's been like instances where like more than one player has been caught elo boosting, right?
Yeah.
It's not.
I mean,
also,
it's a common thing to do. I mean,
yeah, I mean, like they weren't making a shit ton of money. They weren't making a lot of money from streaming at the time. Like, unless you're a personality like I'm a Cutie Pie or Nightblue, you're not going to be making millions of dollars off of streaming. Yeah. So they had to do something to supplement their income. So,
especially when you're on a team that's not really winning either.
Yeah, I mean, like you're really good at the game. Some people that are really bad at the game want to have a higher rank to be like, ha, I'm good. So you boost them. Yeah. Like, that's just, like, the logical step for you to do.
Not to say that it's okay, though. We don't condone elo boosting at all.
Or account sharing.
I don't want to be playing with bronze people in my plat promos.
Yeah, that is kind of ridiculous. I mean, like, the 80 carries that get less than 50 farm in 10 minutes. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's rough. Anyway, there are even specific examples. For instance, Bjergsen, when he was being recruited by TSM and finally decided to join them, he tried to recruit a replacement for him onto Copenhagen Wolves.
Well, that whole thing is a shit show, though, because, I mean, there was the whole poaching rules, and...
Yeah.
Okay.
These poaching rules don't make any sense. It seems like their numbers are all arbitrary.
And also the fact that they sent Bjergsen to Disney World, but that's not poaching, that's not, like, hindering, is it? Like, that's...
That's just a gift.
I don't know,
Well,
man.
So he was fined $2,000 for trying to recruit a player that was already on another team, while Doombag, the owner of Renegades, was banned from owning any LCS teams for a year for doing the same thing.
Also, they like the altering of the rules, even with the poaching after and like all the fine. Like, yeah, it was done by. It was just bad.
It's just too arbitrary. Like, now that there's firm numbers set up that we can see, there's minimums and maximums, there's specific rules that are being broken.
Kind of like a justice system,
Yeah.
like the way it should be
Exactly.
from the beginning.
It's the way it... But, I'm really happy to see Riot taking steps to make things make more sense. Now, all they have to do is remove Master Yi from the game.
Although it's not, I mean, like, yeah. Learn how to balance.
Yeah, or just stop buffing Xin Zhao.
Or, like, when you have a general balance, like, instead of trying to buff other people, like, just add other champions and make it balanced. Like, that champion balanced with other champions, that makes sense, too.
Yeah, I can't find the cursor. Do you see it? I'm trying to end the episode, but I can't find the cursor. Where's that? Oh, there it is!
Oh.
Okay, but I have one more comment. Why would you release a jungle item that gives you plus 10% movement speed? $10% movement speed? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm done. Let's get ready for the outro.
Alright, so that's the end of the episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, the articles are Anti-Bullying by Richard Lewis on Breitbart. It's written by Waylon Razel, Riot Games. They're NALLesports.com.
Oh yeah.
Josh Raven from the Daily Dot. Both of those are about the Riot transparency, and then the Stephen S. Stark. Rip Forgiven on iDig Times or Digital Times.
Yeah, it's iDigital Times.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode, guys. If you have anything that you specifically want us to talk about or that you want us to do better, please tell us. Like, comment, subscribe. And we'll see you all next time. Keep it fresh. Keep it real. Everything that we do, we steal from other articles, but we don't plagiarize because we use our eyes and caption eyes with the source that we use.